Mike Tyson asked why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Tom Seaver will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now into the box, Ricky Henderson. And we are set for base. Ball here this evening.
The left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And right out of the gate, the Mets will be forced to deal with his speed at first base. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. Well, talk about starting the game with a bang, boys.
Yeah, Matt, there's a reason this guy is leading off tonight. He can flat out fly, as you can see here. He squares up on this thing and kicks it into high gear for a triple to start us off.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller at strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball was let go.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down to 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
At the plate now, Tony Gwynn. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is right there, 1 down. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day. When you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Tatis leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Big swing by Giambi, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
Gotta believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now GIAMBI swings and misses here as he couldn't time that one, and there's your second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout.
One ball,
as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-0. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Ready with the 1-2.
No, that's out.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the first, now 1-0 Yanks. Blake Snell is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 4 for 13. He's also hit 3 home runs. The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gwynn is under this one. 1 down. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. And look out, as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Craig Biggio digging in now. No balls and a strike to count. One pitch on its way. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Gwynn makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And they get the double play. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and here is the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
The next 0-2. Gets him looking. Strike three.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
1-0.
This is foul right side. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. 1-2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
1-2. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
1-1.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. This is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Longoria is off at first with 2 away. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And that one yanked just foul. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
High and deep down the left field line. And no shot for Dunn. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One left for the Yankees. Played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Stepping in is Edgar Martinez. Will match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning. First pitch on the way. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
Adam Dunn comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. And another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Swung on and missed, and as Dunn is certainly prone to do, he goes down swinging here.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. They'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. In is Ricky Henderson. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Here it comes. A little bouncer. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. There is Altuve. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
One out here in the Yankees' third inning. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-0. Tatis has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Now at the plate, here is Tony Gwynn. He flew out in his last AB.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. On the ground, softly towards second. He's got to hurry. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Ready now is Paul Konerko as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Paul Konerko.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gun. So next to bat will be Dante Bichette. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Into the box, Jorge Posada standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Altuve flew out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Bichette leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. One and one. Here it comes. Fastball just missed above the zone. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. Albie brings it in on the second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. It's the Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Now to the plate, here is Jason Giambi. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The next 0-2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of Giambi as the shift serves its purpose that time. 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now back, designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
Plate, Frank Thomas. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way.
That missed. That's the ball. 2-1.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Evan Longoria. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Yanks lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No balls and 1 strike. Plunked with the pitch in his first trip for the plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gwynn has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next is Matt, the designated hitter.
And now here is Craig Biggio. First delivery to him. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
And now Edgar Martinez, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and a strike now. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Now they'll have to deal here with Adam Dunn. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Dunn with that open stance, and here's the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And Dunn able to hold off on that one. Smart move there as it's 1-2. Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Mets lead 1. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in once again is Ozzie Albies. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-0.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And no shot for Dunn. It's a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Ricky Henderson. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's set. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got it. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0 home is swung on, missed, and that's strike 1. Ground towards short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, and the runner back. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Used the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-1. Takes a pitch to strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Count still at 1-2. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top 1-0. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. First offering on its way. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
2-1.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. Here now the 2-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And now in advance of the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as they'll press the reset button. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Trout has a read on it. One down.
The first baseman, Paul Godzilla.
So bases are empty with one out now, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Paul Konerko. And the pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. 0-2 once more.
No, that's the ball.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Right to him. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2.
Now batting, right field,
So next to hit is Dante Bichette. He singled first time up. The pitch.
That's the ball. 1-1.
The 1-1. Misses for the
2 balls,
second
1
ball.
strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And now prior to the 3-1, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Skied into straightaway right. Gwynn is underneath this one. And that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Now it'll be Tony Gwynn. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Bichette is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Giambi. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Catch made there by Altuve, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
So the next to bat will be Frank Thomas. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the AB now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Lifted down the line in left, and no shot for Dunn. It's a foul ball. Giambi is off of first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Yanks lead 1. They lead it 1-0. Here is Jorge Posada. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic and motion, we might have something.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I can think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
So now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Henderson is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. now is the DH, Craig Biggio, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First offering on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
First and second now, one man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat then.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
Time out.
Into the box now, Edgar Martinez. High and deep to right center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just a 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
To the plate now, Adam Dunn. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The set and the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find his zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Ready with the 1-1.
2-1 to count.
Altuve on third. Martinez on at second with 2 down. Oh, and Dunn connects on one here. This ball sent high in the air to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A no-doubter. 3-run homer for Adam Dunn. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Seth Lugo, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
67. Seth Lugo. The center fielder, number 25.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
Buxton.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 1 for 3. 2 out, nobody on. One and 1 the count now. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Henderson there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. The big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. Bottom third of the order. 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead. So now into the box is Evan Longoria. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Lifted in the air to center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Fouled off. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Wilson Contreras. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Swings right over the top of that one. 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
2-2.
Step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Ricky Henderson. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. In for strike 2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Altuve to his right. He has it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. At the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. Strike one to start the at-bat. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. Well, he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Stepping in now, Tony Gwynn. He'll lay off the slider too low, ball 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
1-0, here it is. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
No, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Martinez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Will Harris gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Paul Konerko. Now here's the pitch.
Hee-haw!
Set to deliver the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And right into the shift. And that's the first out.
The right fielder, number 10, Bichette.
Stepping in next, Dante Bichette. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. A dive and oh, he can't hang on.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Now another 0-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Waiting inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Wins back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Up next to the bat, the second baseman, Jose.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jason Giambi. Francisco Lindor is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 12, Francisco
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is right there, one down. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Next up is Mike Trout. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time, Dan. Got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through.
Brandon Woodruff takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using it here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
In now, Frank Thomas. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. The 1-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Ripped to second base. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 4-2. J.B. Wendelken is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 57, J.B. Wendelken.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone. Into center field, line drive base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
So now to the plate, Craig Biggio. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Trout, still going back. Gone! So a two-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Standing in now, Edgar Martinez. And the first pitch swing, he hits a fly ball to left center. Henderson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number one.
Number 44.
Next, here is Adam Dunn. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the first pitch. Still only one out in the inning. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on the first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the eighth, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a liner. But he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Mets 6 and the Yankees 2. And now in the box, Wilson Contreras. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch of the AB now.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Hit in the air to center field. Buxton is there, one away. Next to hit is Ricky Henderson. 3 for 4 so far in this one. Now the first pitch. High and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his 2nd triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Mariano Rivera takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. To the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Third with 1 away. Fouled away. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Next for New York, Tony Gwynn. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And now the first pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's being super aggressive, pounding the strike zone 5 times in a row, leaving nothing to the imagination right here. This offensive player's got to be on the attack.
Popped up. Konerko is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Ends at a 6-2 finish. The Mets move a win away from a championship as they've taken a 3-1 series lead. Tom Seaver pitches well enough to get the W. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.